All right, so I'm joined here today by head trainer Manny Fernandes. Manny, how are you doing firstly?
Good, and you, my brother Hayden. Long time no see.
Yeah, long time no see. Obviously, last time we did an interview, this is a new environment for you as well. You got brought in here by Golden Gloves, and you're doing a phenomenal job so far. How do you feel about the setup and how everything's going?
It's working excellent. Training the Malajika brothers and all the other fighters, the young Piris and Carl. It's nice challenges, and of course you can see what you sow, you reap, and we've been working very hard, and we're reaping the benefits now.
I think the main sort of guy that you've taken under your wing has been Ricardo Malajika, and we've seen him sort of transform into a new boxer, getting good results, becoming clean performances. What do you bring that down to?
It's all the experience that I've had through the years, training the guys, the likes like Isaac Latswai, Malcolm Clausen, Takalanian Lovo, Oscar Chuke, Kaiser Mabuza, all those champions, and knowing how to do certain things and how to prepare fighters for with title fights. That's my game. I must be one of the best trainers when it comes to title fights. Nick Durant will tell you about that. Isaac beat 5 of his boys, Cassius, Philip, all the guys that we beat there. And now coming back to Malajika, it's been a pleasure training him. He's been a six-time South African amateur champion, so there's not much that I had to do, but there was a couple of basic errors that he was making, and I had to teach him the basics, go back to the basics, yeah.
Coming back to Ricardo just really quickly, obviously this time it was Damien Durant that you're coming up against, the son of Nick Durant. He's a good young trainer as well, so you would have expected a good fight from Jackson Chauke as well. The result, I don't think anyone could have seen it coming in the second round. I think even before the fight, predictions would have been made differently. Would you concur with that?
Yes, look, I never tell my fighters to knock the guy first, second round, because then they get too cocksure for themselves, and then they start forgetting the basics. You need to work behind the jab, find your distance, get your rhythm going, and it's just a matter of time. Then the left hooks, once your jab starts finding the target, the left hooks, the right hands, everything falls into place. Your rhythm starts coming, and with Ricardo, he's such a phenomenal fighter. He fights at such a high temp. His pace is phenomenal, and I just see any fighter that's going to fight against him is going to battle with him.
I know that you have a passion for building fighters as well, and his brother Charlton Malajika is also another star that's coming up in the sport, which you speak really highly of. What's happening next for him, and what do you think about him?
Just speaking to Brian and just finding out from Rodney and them, looks like an IBO bantamweight world junior title. It's got to be under the age of 25, I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, so that would be IBO Youth World title, right? I mean, that's
it. Yes,
yeah.
IBO Youth World title, and he's you can see the opponents he's been fighting are very high caliber opponents, and he's been phenomenal, outstanding actually.
And they're very different, the two brothers. I mean, you can compare them stylistically. Like even if they're sparring each other, they probably give good value as well.
Yes, Charlton just stepped up a gear now. So that 2 fights ago he had a very tough fight. He won on points. He beat an unbeaten KwaZulu-Natal boy, was 7-0, and a very tough fight. And he's come on from that fight. Really, he's looking razor sharp in the gym. And he was a main sparring partner for his brother in this main fight coming, Ricardo. So he was the main sparring partner, and it's iron sharpens iron.
And just focusing on some of the other guys on the team as well, Carl van Black as well, we saw him the other day. I know you felt really strongly that he should have got the decision on the day. He didn't, according to the judges. What do you think about him and his next steps?
You see, Carl's got to work extra hard. He hasn't got an amateur background really, so he's learning still. He's coming through the paces at the moment, and he's in progress, a work in progress. And then we got the young Piri, exceptional fighter. He's 6-0, and watch out, junior bantams, he's coming for the title as well.
Just for the audience out there, because I know we were speaking off camera about this, but him and Charlton Malajika had fought in the past to a split decision, so it speaks highly of Piri's ability as well, considering that he's probably going to be considered for titles, as you said, in the future.
Yes, Piri's now junior bantam, and Charlton is bantam, but Charlton's come on and he leaps and bounds. He's an awesome fighter at the moment.
And let's talk about the other guys in your team, maybe that I haven't brought up. Who are some of those guys?
We haven't got much guys here at the moment. There's maybe one or two that's thinking of joining us. We're just waiting to see what's going to happen. It's just in time to just take one step at a time.
For you personally, a career revival as well. I know I saw when Ricardo did win his fight against Jackson and winning the title beforehand at junior bantamweight, the sort of glistening in your eyes seemed to sort of pick you up again from like a sleeping giant. Is that true? Am I right in that assessment?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I won Best Trainer in South Africa 2003, 4 and 5. And since then, it's been very tough. I've been doing a lot of development program. I've been doing coaching courses, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Namibia. So I've been busy on the other side of the coin. But now, working with champions, that's what I've been. God's given me the talent to work with these kids, and that's what it's all about.
And Manny, obviously, high list of accomplishments, as you mentioned. There are a lot of the younger audience that will be watching this as well. Obviously, you would need a catch up and a speed up on that because they're seeing what you're doing now. Could you tell us your career highlights, just so that people can understand where you come from?
Okay, there's a couple of Nate Campbell. We fought in America, IBF eliminated for the world title. Nate Campbell was rated number 1 in the lightweights, and we beat him convincingly. So that was one of my highlights. The other highlight was Kaiser Mabuza fighting the Ukraine, fighting a fighter 23-0 and winning the IBF international title. So those two are my highlights. And of course, the highlight is this Jackson fight. We were up to it. Jackson's a very good fighter. Don't take nothing away from him, but just that Ricardo's on another level now.
I wanted to take a quote that you had out of I think it was the Sowetan or one of the newspaper articles where you said Ricardo Malajika is the most talented boxer that you've ever trained before. I don't know if I'm being misquoted or if I am being quoted correctly, but could you just tell us more about that?
Ricardo is very unorthodox. His movement, his foot movement is exceptional. That's the first thing that I said. I want to keep that and just tighten up the defense and get him to punch correctly. And I think we got it all working now. And anybody who fights him, they'll tell you the punches come from all different angles. Very, very difficult to fight.
And what did you change in him that he already had? Because he obviously is a well-accomplished amateur. What did you change in him?
It's the strategy, how to approach a 12-round fight, how to break it down. Your first, second, third, fourth round, your minutes, how do you break it down? We want to win every round, basically. If we come to the later rounds, 8, 9, we'll take a break, work behind the jab and take a break. Other than that, we want to win every round.
And he is slated to fight later in the year again. We saw a news article that came out, I think it was the beginning of the year, saying he'd fight in Bermuda. That's not going to happen anymore, but he will be fighting again locally. Where do you see his career building now? Do you want him to defend the belt, win other titles?
I think we got him penciled in to defend the belt. So defend the belt and then maybe in time to come take on the big guys, because he's very talented. He can unify these belts. That I know.
All right, Manny. And then, you want to say something?
Yeah, there's a saying that I want to tell everybody there. If you fail to prepare to fail. Never underestimate your opponents.
Sure. Yeah, that's a deep one as well, because it's right, and you prepare all your guys to come in extremely fit. I think most trainers give you that respect, when you come in there as well, to know that they're coming up against a hard one.
Never forget, 80% mentally, So you need to prepare your fighters mentally, most important.
Yeah, they say 6 packs don't win fights, huh?
Yeah.
All right, Manny, thank you very much. Anything lastly you want to say, any thank yous, any shout outs for anybody?
No, I just want to thank the whole team, Brian, his wife, Charlene, Golden Gloves, the whole team. It's awesome, and it's onwards and big things to come. WBC titles, those type of things, that's what I'm here for. Big titles.